And I've been single for quite a long time, and I put this down to two reasons. The first being that I get shy in the company of attractive women, and the second being that my forehead is longer than my penis. But I mean, at the end of the day, Ross, if you want to look at the cup half full, that's quite a big forehead. So it's getting quite desperate. I'm thinking, you know, how can I sort this out? And I'm thinking of sending a text message into the Free London paper. Who reads the Free London paper, yeah? So the Love Struck column, yeah? You know how they go. I was the crazy-eyed psychopath clutching a can of 10 and super with a suspicious wet patch in my trousers. You were the gorgeous brunette who got off at Woodside Park. You exited the station at exit number 3, went into a shop, bought a copy of The Observer, some Tutti Fruttis, and then went into a house with a green door, where you run yourself a bath, watched Heroes for an hour, and then went to bed. Do you fancy a drink? And they never call. But you know, I'm thinking to myself, do I really want to get involved in a relationship? Because I was queuing behind a couple in Sainsbury's the other day, and you know the type. They probably used to be in love, but now they hate the idea of being alone slightly more than they hate each other. And they're queuing, and she's a lovely looking lady, nice figure, but she's got a basket full of chocolate goods, and she's saying to her boyfriend, Giles, I'm getting fat. Giles, are you looking at my arse? Giles, is my arse growing? Giles, I bought all this chocolate, I don't need it. Giles, I'm getting fat. Giles! But Giles isn't listening. He's looking off into the distance. He's remembering a time when he had friends. When there wasn't this little arm linked inside his, which might as well be round his heart like a python crushing a rabbit. And he replies in the only way he can, like any good man does, and he says, you look lovely, babe, of course you're not getting fat. But wouldn't it have been refreshing if Giles had turned around and gone, of course you put on some weight! Why do you think I look so tired? I'm up all night by candlelight extending the waistband on your trousers so I don't have to put up with this shit in the morning. Take the arrows back, get some Ryvita, and we'll try and squeeze you for the revolving doors. You know? Because people don't say, oh hi Ross. Thanks mate, pay you later. And people don't say what they mean anymore, do they? Do you know what I mean? I saw a taxi the other day, and on the side of this taxi there was an advert, and it said, don't you think it would have been easier to have walked? And I'm thinking to myself, this is nice, honest advertising from the taxi. How would this work in other sectors? For example, Bernard Matthews. It could be turkey, it could be rat, but I'll give you the second pack half price. Or Magnus, White Lightning for the middle class. Or the Territorial Army. You're still going to go to Iraq? We're just not going to pay you. But look at me poking fun at the brave men in the front line there. I shouldn't be doing that really, since I spend most of my days these days going on Facebook. Who's on Facebook here? Yeah? Yeah, everyone is now, and if you're not on Facebook, you either live in a cave or you're the guy who invented MySpace. You know? Because you know he refuses to go on it. But and I think Facebook's brilliant, but there's people trying to ruin it for us. There was a girl on Watchdog the other day from Liverpool, and she was basically trying to say, she said, I've cancelled my Facebook account because one of my friends accidentally found out my PIN number and my account details. And I think to myself, how did this happen? You know? How can someone accidentally find out your PIN number and your account details? And what I think happened is she got involved in some sort of furious poke-off with all the new things that are on Facebook now. You know what I mean? So it was like, well, he poked me, so I poked him back, and then he bit me and turned me into a zombie. So then I sent him an application to see what type of fruit he'd be, and he thought it'd be a lemon, but it was actually an orange. So to retaliate, he sent me a video on my Super Bowl where he photoshopped my face onto a porn star's body and made it look like I was giving an Oompa Loompa a blowjob. So I went nuts, and on Super Poker I headbutted him, then he threw a sheep at me, and then I completely lost it and sent him me PIN number and the account details. And that's the only explanation I think this happened. But basically, guys, that's been me. I'm going to walk towards the light. My name's Andy Naylor. You've been a great crowd. There's still people of you to come tonight. So, yeah, give them a nice question to give me. Good luck.